Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 6th of October 2023. Let's start with our session. Which institution released a report titled as India Aging Report 2023? So this report was released recently by the International Institute for Population Sciences and the United Nations Population Fund. And it revealed that India's elderly population could constitute over 20% of the country's total population by the end of 2050. And the decadal growth rate of the elderly population of India is estimated at 41%. Okay, correct answer would be United Nations Population Fund, that is UNFPA. Let's see some of the important institutions that were in news these days. Swavlamban 2.0 is the indigenization roadmap of which particular institution? So Indian Navy will release its updated indigenization roadmap named as Swavlamban 2.0 next week, and it will provide an update on what has been achieved so far and the way ahead. And it was told by Vice Admiral Sanjay Singh, who is the Vice Chief of Naval Staff. Okay, so here answer would be Indian Navy. Which institution is responsible for developing International Mobile Telecommunication Standard? So United Nations body International Telecommunication Union's study group during its meeting in Geneva, Switzerland has endorsed India's 6G vision during a recent meeting. And International Telecommunication Union is responsible for developing International Mobile Telecommunication Standard. This IMT 2030, which is also known as 6G, is being developed by the Working Party 5D of ITUR Study Group 5. Okay, answer would be International Telecommunication Union. Which institution released the report titled as Methane Emissions in Livestock and the Rice System? This report has been released by Food and Agriculture Organization, and as per the report, it revealed that nearly 32% of methane emissions caused by human activities stem from microbial processes which take place during the enteric fermentation of ruminant livestock and the management of manure systems worldwide. Okay, answer would be Food and Agriculture Organization. Which institution released the Women Power and the Cancer report? This is the Lancet Commission, and this report highlights that women's experiences with cancer prevention, care and treatment are negatively influenced by societal gender imbalances, which resulted in greater suffering from the disease despite similar cancer burdens as men. And further, the report emphasizes that the gender inequality not only affects the women as patients, but also it impacts their interactions with the cancer healthcare system. Okay, which institution released the draft regulations on mobile number portability? Here answer would be Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. And the draft telecommunication mobile number portability 9th amendment regulations 2023 was recently released by TRAI, and it proposes safeguards against the SIM swap frauds, and TRAI seeks suggestions on connectivity and mobile porting. Okay, answer would be Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. Next question is Kong Thong, which bagged Best Tourism Village Bronze Award 2023, is located in which Indian state? So it is a village that is situated in the East Khasi Hills of the Meghalaya state, which recently bagged the award at the National Tourism Awards 2023. And these awards were conferred by the Union Tourism Ministry, and since Meghalaya implements the homestay scheme, which actually provides a subsidy of up to 7 lakh rupees per homestay, so 300 homestays were sanctioned in the last year. Okay, Best Tourism Village Bronze Award has been given to Kong Thong, which lies in the state of Meghalaya. Let's see some of the important awards. Pemberthi and Chandlapur have been chosen by the Ministry of Tourism as the best tourism villages in which Indian state? Both of these villages lie in the state of Telangana, and recently they have been selected as the best tourism villages. Which city was selected as the best smart city in India in India Smart Cities Conclave 2023? This is Indore, which lies in Madhya Pradesh. Second was Surat, it lies in Gujarat, and the third one is Agra from Uttar Pradesh. Which footballer won the Best FIFA Men's Player Award in 2023? This is Lionel Messi. As per the CSE Annual Green School Award, which state was recognized as the best green state? It is Himachal Pradesh. Which union ministry launched the Best Tourism Village competition? Here answer would be Ministry of Tourism, right? Which state's table X has been adjudged as the best in the Republic Day Parade 2023? So the Best Republic Day Parade award was given to Uttarakhand state. Okay. Next is, which union ministry prepared the Smart Cities Mission India Localizing Sustainable Development Goals report? So it was prepared by Union Housing and Urban Affairs Ministry and United Nations Habitat, and it revealed that nearly 70% of the projects under the Smart Cities Mission align with the Sustainable Development Goals on cities, clean water and sanitation, clean energy and economic growth. Okay, so it was given by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Let's see some revision questions. As per a recent report, which city emerged as the most central node in tortoise or hard-shell turtle trafficking? Yesterday we have discussed this question, and here answer would be Chennai. Chennai has the worst data of tortoise trafficking. Which institution released the Gender Gaps in Agriculture Productivity and Public Spending in Nigeria report? This report was presented by World Bank. Which institution released its first ever report on the global impact of high blood pressure? It is World Health Organization. Which institution released the International Tourism Highlights report? Here answer would be United Nations World Tourism Organization. Which institution released the report titled as Embracing a One Health Framework to Fight Antimicrobial Resistance? It is OECD, full form is Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Okay. Next question is, which is the second northeastern state after Arunachal Pradesh to introduce the e-cabinet system? So Chief Minister of Tripura, Mr. Manik Saha, has launched the e-cabinet system at the state secretariat to develop the digital infrastructure in the state, and Tripura has become the fourth state and second in the northeastern category after Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and Arunachal Pradesh to have introduced an e-cabinet system. Okay, this is an important question, and answer would be option number B, that is Tripura. Coming to the revision slide, which state achieved 100% ODF plus coverage of all its 95,767 villages in Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin? So here answer would be Uttar Pradesh. Which Indian state is experiencing a surge in scrub typhus? So due to record-breaking rainfall in Himachal Pradesh state, the state is witnessing an increment in a vector for Orienta, which is the pathogen that is responsible for causing the scrub typhus, and the state has recorded more than 1,000 cases of this disease in 2023, which is twice the number that was recorded last year, and 15 people have been died due to scrub typhus in the state so far. Okay, answer would be Himachal Pradesh. Which state is the host of Pitru Paksh Mela event? Answer is Bihar, and recently it started in Gaya, Bihar. Which state has signed 2,000 crore rupees deal with ropeway construction company, that is Poma Group in London? Answer would be Uttarakhand state. Next is, which countries are involved in the territorial claim of Scarborough Shoal in the South China Sea? So a new dispute arose when China erected a barrier that is close to the Scarborough Shoal in the South China Sea, and it has reignited a long-standing territorial dispute between China and Philippines that dates back to 2012. And the South China Sea is situated just south of the Chinese mainland, and it is bordered by the countries of Brunei, China, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Taiwan and Vietnam. Okay, simply you have to remember that the territorial claim of Scarborough Shoal in the South China Sea involves which two countries? China and Philippines. Let's see some international current affairs. Which country launched 100 practical use cases of generative artificial intelligence in media? So UAE Ministry of Artificial Intelligence, Digital Economy and Remote Work Applications, in collaboration with the Dubai Media Council, has officially launched a guide titled as 100 Practical Use Cases of Generative AI in India, and this launch took place on the opening day of the 21st Arab Media Forum in Dubai. Okay, answer would be UAE. Which country has officially embedded its nuclear weapon status in its constitution? This is North Korea. North Korea has adopted a constitutional amendment to solidify its nuclear force policy, and during a recent State People's Assembly meeting that held over 2 days, Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un announced that North Korea's policy of building its nuclear forces has become a permanent and inviolable law of the state, which no one is permitted to challenge. Okay, so this country is North Korea. Which country hosted the annual IAEA General Conference in 2023? This is the country Austria, and recently this conference took place in Vienna. And at this event, India announced its plans to generate 22 gigawatt power through nuclear energy to achieve net zero. So Atomic Energy Commission Chairman Mr. Ajit Kumar Mohanty shared India's ambitious plans to step up nuclear power generation during a meeting with the Director General of International Atomic Energy Agency. Shi-6, which entered the Indian Ocean, is the research vessel of which country? This is a research vessel of China country. Next is Frank Rubio, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which profession? So he is a NASA astronaut. And why he is in news these days? Because recently he created a new US record for the longest space flight, and he returned to the Earth with 2 Russian cosmonauts after being stuck into space for just 1 year. Okay, and this trio landed in a remote area of Kazakhstan, descending in a Soyuz capsule as a replacement after their original ride was hit by space junk and lost all its coolant while docked to the International Space Station. Okay, so that's why Frank Rubio is in news these days, and he is a NASA astronaut. Let's see some revision questions. Which state is associated with the Mukhyamantri Gramin Awas Nyay Yojana? Answer would be Chhattisgarh state. Which union ministry is associated with the Gobardhan scheme? This is the scheme implemented by Ministry of Jal Shakti. Which institution is associated with the National Broadcasting Policy? Answer would be Telecom Regulatory Authority of India. WFME recognition status, which was seen in the news, is associated with. It is related to medical education. Data Quality Index, which was seen in the news, is associated with which institution? Answer would be Reserve Bank of India. Next is Standardized Precipitation Index is a tool used to monitor which parameter? Actually, more than 70% of the districts monitored by the Indian Meteorological Department, over 500 out of 718 are currently experiencing meteorological drought condition ranging from mild to severe dryness. And these findings were based on the recent Standardized Precipitation Index data that was maintained by India Meteorological Department, and this index is a probabilistic tool that was deployed by IMD for monitoring the drought. Answer would be option number B. Let's see some of the important indices. What is the rank of India in the World Happiness Index 2023? India was ranked at 126th position, and first country was Finland, right? Finland is the most happiest country in the world. Which institution releases the Financial Inclusion Index in India? Answer would be Reserve Bank of India. As per the Air Quality Life Index Annual Update 2023, poor air quality decreases the average Indian's life expectancy by. So it decreases the average Indian's life expectancy by 5.1 years. Which institution releases the Rice Price Index? Answer would be United Nations Body Food and Agriculture Organization. Headquarters lies in Rome, Italy. Which institution releases the Digital Payments Index in India? Answer would be Reserve Bank of India. Okay. Next question is, which country has officially embedded its nuclear weapon status in its constitution? So we have discussed this question already, and here correct answer would be North Korea. Let's see some constitution related current affairs. The 128th Constitution Amendment Bill 2023, which was introduced recently, is associated with what? So it is associated with reservation of 33% of the seats for women in Lok Sabha. Finance Ministry notified the constitution of how many appellate tribunals for the GST? So Finance Ministry has notified the constitution of 31 appellate tribunals for the GST. Article 117 of the Constitution pertains to which field? It is related to financial bill. Which country has recently conducted a referendum for a new constitution? This is the Central African Republic. Next is, which institution launched Noor 3 imaging satellite into orbit? So the Iran's Revolutionary Guards successfully launched a third military satellite into orbit, and this is Noor 3 imaging satellite, which orbits at an altitude of 450 kilometers above the Earth's surface, and it was launched by the 3-stage Qasid or messenger carrier, which launched its predecessor Noor 2 in 2022. Okay, answer would be Iran here. Let's see some of the important satellite related current affairs. Bangladesh signed 2 bilateral instruments to enhance cooperation in infrastructure and satellite with which country? Answer would be France. Which country proposed to launch G20 satellite mission for environment and climate observation? This is our country, India. Which 2 countries jointly launched Grace twin satellite? So these 2 satellites have been launched by USA and Germany. Which country has successfully launched its first communication satellite named as Lingzhi 03? It is a satellite of China country. And which company is preparing to launch the world's largest privately owned satellite called as Jupiter 3? Answer would be SpaceX. Okay. And now the last question says, which country launched 100 practical use cases of generative AI in media? Already we have discussed this question. Answer would be UAE. Also, can you tell me, as per a new report released by Niti Aayog, which state has the highest electricity demand in the country in July 2023? So despite having the largest population and the highest electricity demand in India, Uttar Pradesh is facing challenges in attaining its solar energy goals. And this was the report by non-profit organization Vasudha Foundation in collaboration with the think tank Niti Aayog, and they have revealed that Uttar Pradesh had the highest electricity demand in the country in July 2023, along with Maharashtra, both recording 15.3 billion units of electricity consumption. Okay, you can be asked that which state had the highest electricity demand in the country in July 2023? Answer would be Uttar Pradesh. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Minu Hadsana signing off.